All right, you're live.
Hi, good afternoon to everybody. Yes, we're doing a bit of a live stream today. Couple of things, really, to be honest, why we've come to Tuesday today. Because tomorrow we're going to be so busy because we're actually going out delivering fresh cakes and bakes with Mama G. So we just haven't got time to do this as well tomorrow. So the next few Wednesdays are going to be definitely with Mama G and the fresh bakes. Tomorrow, if you're on the list, expect us around just after 12 o'clock-ish, I think. If you're not on the list, you've been told if you're on the list. Obviously, I'm not going to give you names and addresses. But if you've been told you're on the list, expect us just after 12 o'clock. Around about that time. Between 12 and 1, we'll try and get out with the Mama G bakes. So that's why we're on today. The other thing is, on Sunday, we did a virtual live at the theatre with Jack Howard, Babalola, Tommy Jack, Tara Whittingham, Natalie Cordell, and Samantha Hume. I think there was 6, was there?
That's right. I don't think we've missed anybody. No, me as well. I was there.
Obviously, Jacob was there. He wasn't singing though. Oh, hello. Just a tech. Just a tech. And so I just want to say thank you to all of those 6 because we just had a belting time. I mean, we just obviously stayed our distance, bearing in mind the theatre seats 90, so it was quite big enough for us to keep our distance. And even when there was 2 singing, Babalola sang with Natalie, and then he sang with Sam, but it was like 10 foot apart, I think, rather than 2 foot apart. But thank you all for the watch party. We had quite a lot of views. How many views did you
I
get
think at the total that we had 3.5 was the published figure of people that stayed on for more than 20 minutes.
Yeah, we've had 4.5.
Was it 4.5 now?
4.5 on there.
And then it went. There was 8.5 total. 8.5 thousand. 8.5
thousand total views on our live stream, which is just great for us because we're just a small place, you know.
We've got.
Just thank you to everybody that actually participated in that, and thank you every single person that actually donated or even just watched, because you know what, it wasn't just about that donation, it was about showing your appreciation to some great people that've been here at Popstars a long time, since they were younger selves, and now they're all either married, got babies. It's quite weird because you know, they're all married and babies somewhere along the line. And it's sort of quite weird for me because seeing them all there back.
You get dead emotional.
I was dead emotional seeing them all. I had to keep walking out. It's quite emotional for me because a lot of them have done so much as young people from Popstars, and they're still part of the family of Popstars. So thank you all for watching. Thank you all for participating, and thank you for those 6 people for actually giving their time back to Popstars after all these years. So thank you very much. Today we've got Katie, and have we got George as well?
He's sat there, yeah.
All right, I think whether he'd be a little bit off colour. So we're going to have George and Katie, and they're going to tell us a little bit about the Rocky Horror and what's up next.
Hi. There we go. There's Katie and George.
Hi, Katie. Hi, George.
Both, yeah, we didn't do a sound check because we only ran in at the last minute. So can you both hear us all right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
There you go. George. Yeah. So, Katie, tell us where you're up to with Rocky Horror.
We've sent the scripts out, which is quite exciting. Still haven't got a full cast, but we're getting there.
Who do you need?
We need Rocky, which we're kind of thinking we could do as like a principal boy. I can't say it. Principal boy. So it can either be a physically fit female, or we can still do it as a male bodybuilder type dude.
So all you bodybuilders that have been just doing your squats at home, you know, Katie's looking for you. She's looking to play Rocky. Yes, but put your muscles up. Like
this. We need Dr. Scott and Eddie still, and Riff Raff.
Riff Raff.
Yeah.
I'm thinking maybe Riff Raff. What about maybe what's it called that said the other day that could play Riff Raff? No, not Richie. I won't say Richie. Anyways, I'll think of who it was who could play Riff Raff.
I don't know parts of it.
Yeah.
Everyone keeps telling me like I need Riff Raff, and I'm like, I don't know what that means.
But really,
You're gonna have to watch the film, Jacob.
yeah, you have to watch the film. But you've got some, and also Katie, on Saturday, Jack Howard let in the mayor, the new mayor of Manchester, a young lady, for next year. I think I'm not sure if it's later this year. I think it's been postponed, hasn't it, because of the COVID. So anyway, she's the mayor of Manchester, and also the MP Chris. He came on Saturday. They absolutely love the idea of you trying to produce, being so young and trying to produce the Rock and Horror. So they're already the first ones wanting tickets when it arrives. So I think that's a nice surprise for you. And it's nice.
Very exciting.
Well, it's not a surprise because it's for Katie and George to know that they have got that little bit of support. And sometimes it's hard to get that support of MPs and things like that. Come on, they hardly answer your emails, let alone come and support you. So just saying. But you know what? If you say come and support your show, and it's nice to know that young people are doing something positive in the community. So that's nice, and hopefully, you know, we can see what other things we can get together and develop some funds for the costumes and things like that. So yeah, we'll work on that on the outside. George, how are you feeling for your part?
I'm feeling quite good actually about it.
Have you been practicing?
I have.
And are you okay to give us a bit of a sound check, or are you still feeling a bit poorly?
No, I've had a bit of a rest. And I won't be doing the one that I said I was going to do, but I will do I'm Going Home, which is what Frankenfurter still sings.
Yeah, it's at the end, isn't it?
He is.
Right, so I think we should just hand over to George for a minute then, because I'm dying to hear this.
I'm just going to take 18 and off the live stream so George comes up full.
Yes.
Yeah, hang on. We might just be able to solo George.
Us,
there you go. Solo George, so we can stick up, so don't go doing anything daft.
Oh, yeah, we won't. Just stay in here, advocating. We're listening.
Yeah, they're both.
We got it. We got this one.
On the day I went away was all I had to say. I want to come again and stay. Smile, and that will mean I may. 'Cause I've seen blue skies through the tears in my eyes, and I realize I'm going home. I'm going home. Everywhere it's been the same. Like I'm always outside in the rain. Free to try and find a game. Cards for sorrow and cards for pain. 'Cause I've seen blue skies through the tears in my eyes, and I realize I'm going home. I realize I'm going home. I'm going home. I'm going home.
That was so good.
I can't hear her.
There we go. I think your microphone might have been off. That might have been my fault.
Oh, right, okay. Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
This
Yeah.
tech, I don't know what I'm doing with him. What's the comment for George? All right, George.
I said John. I said John in the other room. He's sat there watching us. Hiya, John. Shout out to John in the other room. Doing some work. Everything doing in there.
All right, okay. That was really good, George.
That was so good.
Yeah, it's sort of, and it makes you think, oh my God, I'm so looking forward to it now. I'm like, okay, I've been looking at all sorts of stuff, seeing what we had in and seeing what we don't have in, and as soon as we're able, it's just a case of, because George will have to be measured for his costume because it's the main costume, and you can't be wrong. He needs to be. Do you know what I mean? It's such a costume that it needs to be right. You can't just hoodwink it. Like, you can get your own tights and things like that. The actual costume, I'm sure we can hire one from Paul's Perceptions, you see, because they have the Rocky Horror actual full outfit. They have the full show. So when you get everything we need and we know where we're at, I'll get Paulette to come down with the show costumes and see what we need from there and see what you got and see what we can get funding-wise to develop what we need to do. And then you'll have to look at things like the stage set. Ooh.
It's so exciting.
Yeah. I'm thinking,
You two are getting dead excited.
because you don't know the stage set. Oh,
There's going to be glitter everywhere.
yeah, because obviously it's very good. But it's about picking out sort of a best screen set that you could basically together sort of draw something up that you feel like could be good on stage.
We have stage plans. We made stage plans today, so I'll send them over later on.
Send them over to Katie, to the stage planner, so that she's got where the wings can come in or come out, so she's aware that they're movable because they're on.
I think I've sent some pictures over already, but I've got a stage plan to send over.
Yeah, he'll send you a stage plan because the wings now, they're on hinges, so they can just be flat or pulled out. Makes it so much easier than taking them off and on all the damn time, to be fair.
Yeah.
And all the lights with them as they come off.
And all the light, yeah. But again, it's just a case of thinking about what works throughout the show, because because it's a small theatre, you have to think.
Get one set, don't you?
Yeah, you want one set, but that sort of everybody knows the minute you open the doors, like we did with the other showman with the swings. See, my application of showman with the swings, everybody knew the minute there was a big circle with the swings, they knew it was showman.
Yeah. I really liked Stevie's actually the other day, you know, when he came in and he drew me a plan. No, John had read the script and drawn me a plan. And I looked at it and went, what is this? How on earth am I going to do this?
Yeah.
I'm not an artist.
Right for a minute. Yeah. Programmed all the lights for it, and then he come in with all his set and it all just fitted. Yeah. And he had about 5 different locations all on the one stage at the same time. And we just moved between them with the lighting. So that's something you could consider as well, which I didn't even think about until
I think the reason Stevie can do that, it's called an adaptation play. And the reason he could do that is because you could black out, go into another set, black out. You can't do that with Katie's.
It's quite continuous, yeah.
Yeah.
Ah, okay.
Yeah. He doesn't know the Rocky Horror. I mean, you need the space. Really.
I'm going to have the DVD forced down my throat in a minute, aren't I?
Yeah. I've got a spare one downstairs. I'll be dropping it at your house.
How did I know there'd be a spare DVD?
Oh, I've got like 5 different DVDs of it.
You better not be sending me home with that later on. I'm not taking it. I'm leaving it. So I'm going to leave my wallet, my phone, and my lunchbox.
The DVD's over there. You can take it home and have a look at it because
Good.
to understand the set that needs to be done, you would need to watch it because if you don't know nothing about Rocky Horror, we've got a massive big pair of red lips upstairs. That's all I'm going to say. They could be hung from the ceiling. Or they
I was thinking that. I was thinking that.
And see, George, because you sang in it and because you know you're aware of it as well, you just think about good ideas that if you look at different bits, what you do is look at different sets in the Rocky Horror, and then you bring what you feel would be the best bit of each set and bring it to life. Because the thing is about the small stage, when you bring it to life, when them curtains open for the first time and people go, wow, it's so nice because you fit in it all and everybody knows what it is. But then you use the different props as you go along. And you can pull props on and off because we've got wheels. If we need.
Sometimes a smaller stage is nicer.
Yeah. It feels more like intimate, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah. All you need to do is think about what you want and then get an idea of what you're looking for. Like I said, he'll send you the stage set and then you can think, well, that'll go nice there. But then you've got loads of time to adapt it, haven't you? You've got loads of time to think, oh, well, that didn't work for me because we can do this now, or that'll work better. Or we need a lamp there, but we don't need a lamp there. And then once you keep looking at it, no.
All our lighting now is control super. Like we've put a load of new boxes in, we've bought a load of new stuff, so the lights are they should all be really good now, especially for theatre and musical theatre as well.
Yeah,
I'm so excited.
We've got a load of new lights, haven't we? We've put them up.
We've got new lights, yeah. Oh, it's exciting! Exciting. What's it called? That what a lad I told you about the other day. Oh, it's going out of my mind. I can't think what it was called.
And do you still have the like
still have
front?
Yes. Whatever it is, yes. She doesn't throw anything away.
Oh, and what would you
like say? The car front where it's got like the cut out windscreen.
Yes.
Still thinking for the start for Damn It Janet.
Yes.
Like in a little car.
Yeah, got that.
Yeah.
Yeah, keep all stuff like that. So we've got the car front. So again, just put on like props like that. We've got the car front. We've got the massive big lips. They just want blowing up. You can put them anywhere. You can put them right at the back of the wall if you want, so that people know the minute it comes on, it's Rocky Horror.
Yeah.
Attach it to the back of the wall.
Well, me and John can do all
and
that.
It's all lit up behind.
We all did our certificates for the light.
Yeah.
For the light,
so all the lips light up all the way through because they've got like the lights right across the back. Everybody then knows it's the Rocky Horror, and it also with your poster because you've got that. And then it doesn't matter what scene comes in or out. That's what I'm saying.
They're still there.
Yeah, because I think that's what I'm saying about everybody knowing what it is. Because then you've got that great big pair of lips that no one can deny. So do you know what I mean? It's things like that. And then the folding car, if you're starting off in the scene, you've got the lips behind. What a great picture! And then the car can be like, obviously, as he's driving along, puts to one side, and then at one point it can be moved off stage when it's not needed. So there's loads of different ways to do it. I'm sort of excited for you. George has gone off, I think.
Yeah, he's just not dropped off a second. Another shout out to John. There's a parcel on its way in about half an hour. If you want to keep an eye out for that, for me, thank you. It's just pinged me on my phone and told me.
Oh,
the tracking's just pinged us as he's half an hour away.
Oh, right.
Keep your eye on the door. That'd be good, John.
Yes. Oh, yeah, because you might not ring the new bells that we've got, by the way. We've got bells high and low, but you can bet your bottom dollar you won't find the high and the low one.
Better find the right bell.
Yeah.
We'll see. It will do. We'll work it out.
So, again, if you sort of send me a list of the characters needed. So instead of doing just the poster, we can put on the poster and the characters needed, and we'll share it on Facebook again, and I can just say the characters that are needed. I'll send it to one of the lads I thought about. I can't think of his name.
Just tagging can't be in Facebook.
The guy that played the uncle in
Ryan.
Can't think of his name. His dad's name on my name, but I couldn't think of his. So I'll send it to Peter, because he's given me his email address. I'll send it to him because he could play the riffraff, because he's really good at stuff.
He is really good, yeah.
He is really good.
Really good.
He won't forget his lines.
Never.
That's always a good thing.
So remember all my lighting and sound cues and tell me when I get them wrong as well.
Oh, he does.
It's useful. It can be useful.
Yeah, he remembers everything. And he's also so polite. That's thing.
Good, yeah. That's really good.
I'm nodding like you can see me, but yeah.
Do you know what? He's the right person to have in theatre, because he's ever so polite and he just does his job. He's so professional, and that's what you want, really, because what you don't want is a load of screaming kids, and that's why Rocky Horror, it's nice to have. No, you don't, because Rocky Horror can't have children around that are being silly. They need to be professional with it, because...
Well, yeah, there's quite a few scenes in it that are a bit...
Yeah.
You have to be really professional.
Very PG.
Well,
you're there doing a job, aren't you? You're not there, there trying to do
and I think also on reflection of the tickets, when we put that up, and you've got a date, and we put that
I'll say that. It'll be on the tickets.
Yeah.
It'll say parental discretion and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
No, it's all right. We can do that. We've done it before.
I don't think kids should come that are young. I just think we should put 14 plus.
Yeah.
I don't think kids should. You're putting yourself up for it. If you say to a parent they can bring their kids, you're putting, look out.
She's done her nails as well.
No, I haven't.
I did mine.
I haven't done my nails. Laura's done my nails, and it's social distancing, because guess what? Laura's my daughter-in-law, so she can do my nails. But I just looked at my hands, and in this light they look quite brown, but we can't see them now.
Oh, I did my tan last week.
Sorry, Katie.
I said I did my tan last week, and it was awful.
My friend is, hopefully I know you don't mind me saying, with honest to God, years ago, she said, I'm going to do my tan before we go out tomorrow. I said, right, okay. I said, I'm going to have mine done a spray tan. She went, oh no, she said, I've got a bottle of stuff. She said, I'm not getting undressed in front of people. She said, I'm not doing that. I said, well, you have paper knickers on and that, you're all right. So she said, no, I'm not doing that. She said, I'll do my own. Yeah, that was a big mistake. Yeah, honest to God, talk about stripy show. I didn't know what was right and what was wrong. She said, does it look all right? And when she turned around, the stripes and the legs, I said, Leslie, you look ridiculous.
At least you told me, you didn't just say yeah and let her go out like that.
I said, like minstrels, I'm not quite sure which is which with you. Just like all different lines on the legs. She said, oh, it'll do, I'm not bothered. I said, well, it does look a bugger from the back. And then we went out and she was obviously sweating, dancing. And then from one place to another, the rain come down, she had dots all over her. But at the end of the night, if I could have took a picture there and I couldn't stop laughing, she had tan running down her face, tan running into her clothes, tan running down her legs. She barely got back in the rain. She was a white milk buckle, and then all the tan was in her shoes. It was absolutely hilarious. I've got to say that my spray tan, might I add, was really good, because Roxanne did the spray tan, and then she 24 hours later she sealed it, and mine was great. Pay for what you get in life, Leslie. You
get a bottle of spray tan. You pay for a bottle of spray tan, you get a bottle of spray tan.
Bottle, all right, in her shoes on the way home. She was squelching with the tan in her feet. And I'll tell her this: her feet were tan for days. The time she got home, she said, I just threw them off. I thought, her feet was tan for days. So yeah, we've had some fun with tan bottles. So I just think, yeah, if if you're gonna tan it, unless you know what you're doing, go to a professional and get it done properly, and let me seal it so that it doesn't wash up in the rain. It's actually going it down. So, yeah. So next week, this Saturday, we find out that, according to our MP, this can actually open to serve alcohol because we're a bar.
Yeah.
We can open as a bar. We're not doing that this week because we've got other things on, but that gives us an opportunity to start thinking about rehearsals. So again, look at. So what I need of you is, you say to me, well, we can come Tuesday morning.
It doesn't sound like there's that many characters.
Sorry?
It doesn't sound like there's that many characters in there. Right?
No, it's
so
there's not.
More
I think it's like
everybody in.
Yes.
How many is there?
I think the maximum, like with the full cast, is 14.
Yes.
And we don't have a full cast yet, so even less than that.
Because it's Rocky Horror, she would need to do, like most places, but Rocky Horror has got specifics.
Oh,
and so, they are really specific. So, to get the humour of it, I'm blinding myself. To get the humour of it, if she said, right, she had the Janet set in the car and getting that, so that get
the different sets
and
prepared.
then if she's got the set where they're in there before they go to bed and they knock on the door, he's always going to be in it though. I think George is not in it at the beginning, and then he comes on the stairs.
Yeah, he enters like 2 scenes or something before the end of Act 1, and then he pretty much doesn't leave the stage.
Yeah.
So yeah.
I know, once he's in it, isn't it?
Yeah.
So it's a great opportunity to work with sort of 4 or 5 of them, which is within the rules. So start asking now when they would be available for a Monday, a Tuesday, or possibly a Wednesday, but the next few weeks is going to be Mama Baked. But so try to do it on a Monday or a Tuesday, anytime from 9 o'clock right through till 2 o'clock. Any of those hours. So look at the hours, see what's going to fit you best. Let's get organised in what hours are going to suit you.
Yeah.
And then once you know what's going to suit you, between say Monday and Tuesday would be better right now because of what we're doing on the Wednesday. And then say, right, I've got so many that's good for this day and good for this day, and I'm going to do the same with Stevie. While people are not in work or not in school, you might as well do the daytime because get them up, get them motivated, get them active, get them done in the morning. Because you know what? Because they're off, there'll be no motivation at the night time because they won't be asked because they've done nothing all day.
Yeah.
When you're doing something like this, because we're on lockdown, you need to do it in the day.
Maybe come in for a day as well and do like a lighting sound plot with us through all that kind of stuff.
I was actually going to ask if I could come in one day to in the dance space, the I don't know what to call it, dance room. Yeah. What's it called? I don't know. Anyway, to measure like 2 meters or however far, so I can like make squares that people can stay in on the floor. So we make sure we are definitely social distancing. I was also
just waxed and buffed all the floor and everything.
No, I wasn't going to stick anything on it. I was going to use the yoga mats as I was going to build a square with the yoga mats. I thought about it.
Yeah, we'll just use the yoga mats. I'm not going to mark the floor out with stuff like that because it's all right for other people that maybe not have expensive floors, but my floors are expensive.
And we're not sticking stuff on it.
The theatre stage is not a problem.
People
are mature enough to know what a 2 metre gap is. We did live virtual on Saturday, which was brilliant, and their 2 metre gap was more than 2 metres. But you know what? At the end of the day, they're all grown people. What the Prime Minister said is use your common sense, and common sense prevails if you know what it means in the first place.
Yeah,
I'm aware that there's a lot of people out there that don't know what common sense means, but we do. So
I'd like to think we've all got some.
I think some of us have got some, Jacob, because we have. Not all of us, but some of us have. And then you're just aware of that. Stay them 2 meters. Just like if you know you can dance there, then put a mat there where the 2 meters is, and then don't come over to that mat area.
Yeah.
And also, after the 15th of July, again, I've been told it's going to be 1 litre. So we just keep...
Our rules on what we can do will change as well.
Yes, our rules
Well,
will
we
change.
plan for the rules we've got at the moment and then
Yes.
move forward from that.
We just keep moving forward and planning. But yeah, then you can just sort of... After next week, after this week now, we'll have more plans because I know for a fact he's going to do an announcement on Sunday.
Yeah.
So once we have that announcement on Sunday, and I don't know if you've seen this morning, but Mr. John, Sir John Barrymore, I'm going to call him from now on, Mr. John Barrymore, whichever, he did an announcement this morning on GMTV, and he slammed the government for the way that they've handled different people doing different stuff. But he did it in such a nice way. He wasn't rude with it.
Yeah, they had to do something, didn't they?
He put his point forward. He's a thespian through and through. He's an actor. And, you know, at the end of the day, it's about time somebody like him spoke up for people like us because they don't listen to us. And he just said, you should have spoke to someone like us who can tell you that, you know, there's lots of theatre stuff can be done with the 2 metre rule and a distance. You never asked, you just presume. Live shows, that can be sorted, it all can be sorted, the same as football can be sorted, the same as other things can be sorted. And we shouldn't be penalised till the last minute. When we're not, because you don't rate people to be important that do theatre. That's why, not because, you know. But unfortunately, yeah, he had a really good speech this morning, and it made a lot of sense. So well done to John Barrymore for bringing forward the voice of the theatre and the live performances. Because, you know, just because you're a live performance, it might not matter to other people, but to that person it matters. Number one, it's their livelihood. Number two, it's the mental well-being. Number three, sometimes it's all they've got in their life. So nobody should start judging, oh, it's only singing. Well, it's not only singing to that person, it's their livelihood. It's what they've made a living for the past 25 years of their life. So don't make it as the last point of call. It's so wrong. Put us within the whole caboodle of social distancing. So
the thing is, we're quite small as well, so we'll probably be able to start up before other places.
Yes.
Because the audience won't be as big, there won't be as many people all coming to one place, that kind of thing. So
yes.
we'll probably fall into like a community spaces category.
We do fall under community space because that's what we're registered as.
Yeah.
Community space. So we actually do fall under that. But it's as well as, according to the paperwork I've got, in September, when the children go back to school, there's no social distancing in place. So there's no way then, if there's no social distancing in place for schools, then there can't be social distancing in place for us as from September. So
yeah, but we've got a while till then anyway. We'll have to.
Yeah, I mean, we're in the 1st of July tomorrow, so you know, by then. But I just think give it till next week, after the 15th. But I think on Sunday, Katie, we will all have a better idea of what's going on and what we're doing. But yeah, send me all your information and all your links that you need.
Yeah.
But I think the more we do now, while we can, because sometimes when we're doing this, and you notice we're doing this, we're all rushed off our feet. Like, oh, don't forget the poster, don't forget this, don't forget that. Let's think that, you know, you've got your poster look, so let's look at putting that onto, like, put it onto your program now, because your program has to match your.
The other thing I can do is send over some sizes, because I've got the sizes for our.
Yes.
Can I say?
What? Oh yeah.
Okay, so we've got some new screens up, so I'll send the sizing over you need for them. Put your advert on the screens.
Yeah.
And the poster board we've got, I'll send you a size for that, so you can get the posters made to the sizes.
Ooh.
Yeah.
And you can send them on.
Yeah, if you make the poster, you've got the poster, we can put the poster up. But also, I think then, from rehearsals, we record some of your rehearsals, and then we'll edit it down, and then we'll put it on screens for you, so that when people come in, eventually when people start coming in, we can have it up. We should have had the screens up the other day.
Couldn't. I needed the cable for the something else.
All right, okay. Well, get another cable then.
We've got one though, it's on.
Okay.
It's all Jacob's fault.
Yeah, it's all Jacob's fault. Always. But what it is we should have the screens on, because then yours little rehearsals, and it can say Rocky Horror coming soon and the date and everything, and it just encourages people. Oh my God, that's coming on. Where's the tickets? So again, And then a link for the tickets.
All our tickets are online. They're all on the website. You can just find them. It's dead easy to find.
Yeah.
Because I've sorted the website out.
Oh yeah, he's done so much positive.
And when we come back, it'll do the social distancing for us as well.
Yeah, it will.
Oh.
Everything. Quite clever. Quite clever.
I know.
And also, when you come in now, we're on computer at the front. So when you walk in, say for rehearsals, we'll have you on a separate thing saying Rocky Horror rehearsals. Who's arrived? Who's in the building? Who's running the show like yourself, Katie, producing it. So again, we'll just have all that in place so that
we have our radios and wireless.
We have radio, you're on radio on you, so that you can say, oh well, we've got a leak here, or to Jake, oh, there's a leak here. So because we're
although I'm the one that get calls when there's a leak.
No, but,
get a mop.
No, you're a mop. But you can do things like that, Jacob. For any eventuality, we need to be online because we're obviously it'll give you the opportunity to.
We've got our new faster broadband as well, which is supposed to work, but I don't think it's very fast.
No, I don't think it.
She's not stopped complaining about it since we put it in. She keeps texting me. I'll go home and she texts me. The internet's gone off again.
I was also going to ask.
Get your act together. The internet is rubbish and we've just paid an upgrade, so get it started. This is talk.
Look at our when the live stream goes off, that's why.
I was also.
You do expecting when they say that you're going to get this super fast broadband. I do expect it. Just saying, I do expect it.
Our internet isn't that great.
Yeah, no. We need to start it out.
Yeah.
Shut up, we're not telling them that.
It's not all talk though.
It's a right grassy. See what I mean? Right grassy. So, all being well, everything all being well, I'll let you know what we're going to do next Tuesday, just so that we can keep up with what's going to happen there. But we can't do Wednesday.
You might be able to come in sometime next week and we could
I think you'll be able to come in. I'll give you a message anyway.
And we'll social distance.
That's exciting, isn't it?
Yeah.
I'll be wearing my mask.
We can't do Wednesdays at the minute. Yeah?
Yeah.
Can't do Wednesday at the minute because Mama G's doing the bakes. And I can't be in two places. Well, we're fully booked for 10 weeks.
Yeah.
10
weeks is a long time.
I know, but that's as many people as we've got for bakes. So what can I do?
That's almost 3 months.
That would take us to September. That's all straight over summer. That's everything.
Well, what can I do? That's what we've got. And
it's great that we've got it, but that's a very long time.
It is because
she'll have me going out on my moped delivering them all, won't you? When she gets
bored. No, we do it obviously. But what I'm saying is, so we've got elderly homes.
Yeah.
So if you think about elderly homes, and we've got 9, 10 of them at the moment.
Yeah.
So that's 10 weeks. Because we can only do one elderly home. They have 24 cakes. You can't. There's only so many cakes you can give away in a day. Yeah. And then we've got
that's a lot of cake.
It is. And then we've got the individual people where we're giving
some cake for going giving them out.
we're giving 3 or 4 cakes to a family. You know what I mean? So when you start adding them up, that's a lot of cakes to give away in a day. So you just have to make sure that you've got enough cakes for that day, and we'll work on it on the next. That's the bell. That.
No, don't make that noise.
It was. Well,
it'll be your delivery.
Get your delivery for me, John. I think the bell's just gone off.
Is he checking?
I'm just going to make it out. And a delivery for me, please, John. I think the bell's just gone off, mate, or something was ringing. It's not your phone, is it?
I don't know. I've got it. Outside.
That's probably what it is.
No, don't answer my phone. We're live streaming. Just check the front door. He's just checking the front door. So, after Sunday, I'll give you a text and then we can sort out, see what's been said on Sunday. But I think things are so relaxed. I mean, when I went to Middleton yesterday, I couldn't pack up. I had to come home. And the people walking around Middleton and about, and the pub's open on Saturday. So all I'm saying to you is, it's just going to be hammered everywhere. It's already hammered. It's already hammered. Middleton was absolutely full of people. And I noticed when I was walking back to the car to when I parked round the back where the back is, because I couldn't get on Tesco, so I come back round on myself and parked just behind Tesco, just behind Barclays Bank. And I thought, well, I'll just go and get some chippy because I'm not cooking. You know that, don't you? So it was some chippy. So I thought I'll just get chippy for tea. So I walked to the chippy, and people were just hugging each other and things. And I thought, right, so nobody's. I don't know. So we'll just have to wait and see, and we'll play by ear.
I was gonna say, as well for rehearsals, if people have a mask and they feel more comfortable wearing it, then wear it. And on the door, we could have some kind of like antibacterial hand gel or something, so that
all the gels are up. So when you walk in the front door, you've got a gel before you go into the dance. Like when you come towards the reception desk, there's one on the there, and then there's one on the wall as you walk in to the double doors in the theatre. Yes.
There's one just by the tuck shop. There's one by the. There was one by the door to come into the dance studio, and there's one by backstage.
And there's one by backstage. So
that's great.
So that's all taken care of.
John screwed them on the wall the day before I even got out of bed.
They're all before I even got out of bed, lazy. And
I come in and I did the Sunday, and then Monday morning I got in.
Wait, when he arrived, Winkle here. You know what I mean? He sleeps all the way through.
I do not.
Put your ass up in the morning.
I was early this morning. You'd only just turned up in the van.
I haven't. I've been in and out of the van.
The van door was still open when I turned up.
Yeah, I was just taking stuff in and out. I arrived at 8:30. I was still taking stuff in and out, and I couldn't get in.
I was still asleep at 8:30.
Yeah. Well, I was up at 7. I thought I'd go for a walk.
She gets up at like 7 in the morning. I don't know how she does it.
But then the rain.
I keep saying I'm gonna start going on a run and stuff in the morning, and like because I've just been sat at home not doing any actual exercise, but I just can't be bothered. It's too cold and it's raining.
See, and I don't know how you have the energy for it, to be honest.
Well, I didn't walk this morning because it was too raining. I didn't walk yesterday because it was raining, so it does not annoy me. So I don't want to get myself pneumonia, do I? So I don't walk. But I just use the weights in the house to do a little bit of something because I can't come without anything at all.
We've got that vibrating plate thing we put in the office.
What?
Vibrating plate we put in the office.
I should.
We've got some vibrating exercise plate thing we got
from like the jiggly one.
Yeah. We've got one of them. We were trying to sell it, but nobody wanted it.
I keep forgetting it's there, but I should come and do some shaker bake, shouldn't I, really? But I just, time I get here and start the work, I haven't got time. Time I've done all the paperwork and God knows what, I ain't got the time. I'm here to work, and that's just the way it is. We've just got loads on, and that's just it. So you've got all that in place. Obviously, for them wearing a mask when they're doing the part's going to be very difficult because you need to talk. You need to do your lines. So if they're not doing any lines and they're just sat on the sideline,
fine, fair enough.
If they want to wear a mask, that's down to them. But to actually do the performance, that's going to be difficult because you don't want them choking, do you? Do you know what I mean? And it's like you can't breathe. You can't wear them because they can't breathe.
For the dance rehearsals, I thought because hopefully no one's going to be talking, but
no way to stop them. That's for sure.
Yeah. Worth a try. Then they could wear them just because they're not really making any noise. They're just wafting their arms around a bit, aren't they? And they're like,
see, all dancers do is waft their arms around a bit.
No,
that's what you just said. That's what I just heard you say.
That's when they're learning it. When they're performing it, it's a whole nother matter. You know.
I quite like your little room with glass window and all that. I'm all right. I don't need a mask.
No, because
sat away from everybody else.
Sat away from everybody. You're isolating yourself. Your window is glass, not perspex, so completely different thing.
Proper glass.
Proper glass, yeah. And so that's different. Perspex, apparently can carry germs, but hey, I'll tell you what.
Who knows? We've got a load of sprays and stuff, haven't we, to get rid of it?
If I listened to everything that ever was said throughout my lifetime, Jesus Christ, would be a nervous wreck. So you just go with your own common sense and just realise that. Keep your hands clean. Don't breathe on people too much. You don't need to. But at the end of the day, Jacob and John and myself have been here for the past 2 weeks.
Yeah, we've all been social distancing while we've been here, haven't we?
Yeah, and the thing
Playing
is,
our best.
if we was going to have it, we'd have had it by now.
I think so.
It just as simple and straightforward as that. We would have had it by now. And just, it's just a case of with your own family, with everything, just have to be as safe as you possibly can, but not be. I mean, it's like I said yesterday, everybody was hugging themselves in. Oh, I'm not seeing for ages, big hugs and everything. It's like
I was stood there going, "How are we supposed to be social distancing?" I forgot yesterday.
Just, ooh. But anyway,
It's like when you
stage, but
it's like when you see someone you haven't seen in ages, like your first instinct is to go and hug me. Like I can't.
He said this the other day, didn't he? He said he went and he seen somebody in Manchester that he knew, and he walked over to him to go and give him a hug. And he said just as he got there to do it, he realised we're not allowed.
Yeah.
It's really strange. I remember him saying the other day. He said it was really strange.
It is really strange.
One thing I want to do before we go. Not that I'm saying you have to go anytime soon, but you've been on for 45 minutes.
Oh, yeah, we're gonna
I just want to have a look and see what the last view counts were for these live streams. Because I always only see like 8 or 10 people in the top corner. I think we might have done more, so I'm going to have a look.
Oh, we're just going to have a look at the live stream, see what it is. But
Have
John,
a bit of a nosy.
He's gone off again, but what a lovely singer, what a lovely performer.
I know. I was just thinking as well, it was really appropriate, like the sad ballad, because it's the last live stream. So
yeah,
for now,
but we
might
do
back.
it again. We'll do it again, but it's just what I want to do is, because I know that we've now got to concentrate on maybe having some people in from next week. We need to concentrate on that. So, and you could be one of them. So you might say to me, well, I'll come in on Monday at 10 o'clock, and then I'll say to you, right, we'll just follow the social distancing path. If you're going to bring some people in with you, again, just make sure that they're set. So if you're on the stage, making sure that they can talk to each other, but within the 2 meters apart, just like EastEnders are doing. And if you've watched some of their rehearsals, they're still getting all angry and mad at somebody, but the person that get angry and mad at are miles away, but then the camera's looking at they're right next to you. Then it
camera
shows
tricks all the time.
But they are 2 meters apart, and they're still managing to do a good thing. And Coronation Street the same, so we can do the same, and we're only in the same boat as them. They're filming, so we should now be able to do rehearsals and filming. We just can't have a live audience, and that's what it's been saying. So I think that as from next week, we should start doing rehearsals, because that's what it says we can do. But it's not giving us time for it that everyone else has done.
124 was the biggest we've had on one of these live streams.
Oh, that's nice.
That's a lot.
The rest are like
124.
we've got 68, 42, 48,
That's still a lot.
36. Can I see the live numbers for this, I wonder? Let me see if I can find out how many people.
No, because it's a Tuesday, and lots of people that I knew was obviously, I'd arranged it for a Wednesday, and I now can't do the Wednesday, and they've obviously booked that timing. So today they can't be on because they're doing on. Stevie can't be on today because he's doing a virtual.
152 we had on the last week, actually.
Yeah, well,
with you and Stevie and George. I think we had all 4 of you on then, didn't we?
Yeah, we had all 4, so it makes a difference. But I know a lot of people like Michelle and other people can't be on today because they're working.
No, they can't be on today and they can't watch it now, but they watch it when they get home, and those views still count, so they still get our view numbers up. One more thing. If you're on here, you're on our YouTube channel. Subscribe to it, please. We only have about 85.
There's a like button down below.
It's definitely down below. So, go subscribe for me, because that gets our view count up as well. And you get notified when we do new videos and stuff.
Yeah.
Like, comment, and subscribe. Click the notification bell.
Yes.
If you want to be annoyed with all our stuff, we'll keep bugging you with it. No.
For Katie and George and people like that now, you should subscribe to the YouTube. It's 2 minutes to do, isn't it? Is it?
I didn't even say that. You just press the button at the bottom of the screen.
You just press the button at the bottom of the screen. Only because if you subscribe to us, then obviously all your bits of rehearsals and things like that, you'll be able to get them.
We can put some of the videos on as like sneak peek previews.
Sneak previews.
If you're already subscribed to these, they come on for a couple of hours first.
Yes.
For certain stuff, we can do that. That's an option.
And then your will go straight to YouTube as well. So
you could do like interviews with the cast.
Yes.
Anything like that.
Exactly.
Anything like
very excited.
So if you subscribe to the YouTube, it'll all come on, and then each week it'll build up. Yeah, interviews with the cast will be good. So maybe we could set that up as soon as we know what's happening for next week.
John, I can still see your sat in the room, so do you want to write this on the list before?
Yes,
Don't forget.
right on the list.
Because otherwise I'll turn this laptop off in a minute and everything will disappear out my head.
Oh, they don't remember what he's done yesterday. I said to him, did you do this? No,
I remember what I made for sandwiches today.
What?
I've managed to make my sandwiches. I remembered them this morning.
Well done.
I remembered myself. I got some salt and pepper chicken from the night before, and I thought, right, I'll bring that today. Not advisable to warm up salt and pepper chicken. It wasn't nice. I binned it. I binned it. It wasn't great. Yeah.
I probably just had my breakfast.
Yeah, I had.
I wish I could be like that, but I'm here, aren't I?
Yeah, I made
I
myself
can't always
a
have
pancake
breakfast.
with loads of fresh fruit on
I
this
was going to say,
morning.
you come in, you had your fruit, didn't you?
I had all my fruit
I swear
this
I
morning.
seen her getting out of the van with a bowl of fruit. I was like, crazy.
Well, because I didn't have time to eat at home. By the time I had a shower this morning.
So you just threw it in the van.
No, hey, do you know what? Us women have to work, you know. So I get up, clean the front room, just wipes it down, wipes my leather down, got myself sorted, wash my pots, get myself sorted, get a shower, make my breakfast, and then I'm out the door and I have to take it with me.
I think it was in an Asda bag on the dash of the van.
Yeah.
And I seen her. I was like, "Is that Anne just got here? No way! My early for once."
No, she wasn't. It wasn't her.
She was just getting her pancakes out.
Yeah, because I'd already been in because I took stuff out my van because it's going in tomorrow. So I wanted to make sure everything's out. So you know, it's just nice and clean.
Yeah,
You know,
it's nice for me.
can't wash it because the rain's done all that. You know, but I'm not bothered. I just leave it to it. Right. Okay. So I'll text you, Katie, and
Arrange a time for it to come
arrange
in.
a time for you to come in, and then you can arrange a time with which cast members you want. And
Yeah,
we
I'll
can-
send an email out asking when they're available.
John
for-
said you can come in and sit, and we'll run through the script with you as well, and put all the stuff that's in the script.
Yeah.
Because he's done that. He writes as well. He's a writer.
Yeah. So John will
Yeah.
sit and
With
go
you.
through the script. Do
Rather
the
than
social
just-
distancing.
Rather than just take the script off you and do it for you, we'll sit with you, and then you can do it the next
Yeah.
time.
Okay.
We'll arrange for that for sometime next week if we can.
Yeah.
For you to come in.
Great. Yeah.
And then you can go through with the text, and then it's everything you can organise, the better.
Yeah.
Programs.
Yeah.
And you've got your
Now that'll be our parcel. The doorbell's just gone.
all right.
Now there's 4 doorbells in the building now, so they all ring at the same time. So John should have got that. Let's
Just
see.
check. Did you hear it?
I don't know yet. Hang on.
Yeah, but if you don't.
You'll shout me in a minute.
Oh, right. Right, well, I'm going to sign off, Katie. I'll let you know as soon as I know. But hopefully one day next week we can get you in first, and then you can arrange with yours. Find out, the best thing you can do right now is to find out when they're going to be available on the days. Yeah?
Okay.
Mondays and Tuesdays will be better.
Monday or Tuesday will be better, yeah.
Yeah.
See you later.
There you
Bye.
go. Katie's
Bye.
gone. Do you want to say bye to all the people that are watching on YouTube? Because we've still got them. They're still there.
Oh, sorry if you've been watching. Sorry, but I've lost my mind today. I've got that much on it, honest to God. Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. We're going to try and do a live stream again, but it won't be next week because we've got Mama G's Bakes. If you know of any vulnerable people or any isolated families or any families that are just struggling at the moment, if you've got mums and dads with big family, no money coming in, whatever the reason it is, if you want any Mama G's cakes, and they are free, give us an email, popstars@btinternet.com.
It's in the description already. I'll do them that bit.
Yeah, have you done all that
Yeah.
bit? Good lad. Anything that's there,
Done
just
something right for
contact me
once.
through Facebook. Do all the private, please, because obviously do not put any of your personal information on any Facebook page or anywhere else. Either email or private message me, please. Okay, or phone me, whichever suits you.
That's in the description as well.
Yes. All right. We'll see you soon. Okay. Bye.